The missing piece was not strategy. The missing piece was creation. The missing piece was joy. It was play. It was watching things unfold. You would think that fashion course has nothing to do with me running my business, but it gave me everything. Because it helped me touch this creative part of me that just loves the process of creation. I remember learning how to use the sewing machine. I felt this beautiful energy of, I don't know, it's like this meditative state. It was so addictive. All I wanted was to just do that, create with the sewing machine. I noticed that I was loving the process more than the end result. I didn't really care about finishing the end product. I just love going to my fashion class every week and use the sewing machine. And there was something about it that I couldn't describe. It made me stop my tracks. And I had to reflect, like, why do I love it so much? This energy that I also had when I was a little kid and I was drawing. And I could draw for hours. And be in my own little world. And just immerse myself on the paper. It was in that moment that I realized, like, you know what? If I create anything in this world for my business, it needs to be based on this energy, based on this flow. Around that time, I was reading this book. And in the first chapter, and I think that was the most brilliant part of that book. But anyway, he was describing that he was sitting in a room observing a fly that wanted to escape out of the window, but he couldn't because it was closed. And he tried and zzz. But then he observed that right next to him on the other side of the room was a door that was open. If the fly would have turned around, he would have been able to fly and be free. And as he was observing the fly, he was like, this is what we tend to do as well. We tend to try the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, right? Like Einstein said. But the thing is, we need to do something different. After launching these series on my Instagram for my mentorship program and completely flopping, like nobody responded really, nobody was interested. And I wasn't feeling it, but it was a lot of work in it. I just let it go. And I signed up for a fashion class. I showed up. The fashion course was a new door opening and it didn't even look like a window. It didn't even look like what I was looking for. By allowing myself to completely immerse in that, in learning that new skill, I found this energy that inspired me to the point where I'm like, I want to create my business based on this energy. This is the foundation. And so that year, and we were just about to move into 2026, I decided to dedicate my focus on creation. And my target was, I'm going to express every day. I'm going to create every day. Show up every day, unscripted, unfiltered, in the moment. I'm going to ask what wants to be expressed and I'm going to do that. Just like I would show up for my fashion course and create what I felt I wanted to create, that would be the container. And every time it would be a new piece. And so now we're 100 episodes in of me showing up every day on YouTube. And the beauty is that it has become effortless, that I have connected with every part of myself in that process. I needed to embrace the other part of me that I kept private, that I do in my leisure time or leisure time. I had to integrate that too, so that it would become more joyous, so that it would become more me, all of me, you know? Missing pieces started to fall into place. And not only that, I started to create my life's work. Every episode is my work of art. And the beauty is, as I've been building that, I've been enjoying the whole process. I've been feeling fulfilled because I've been doing what I love doing, because I see the unfolding and I witness it, clearly, like the excitement of watching it grow and mold into something that has its voice on its own. And from that energy, I now created 100 episodes on YouTube alone this year, and it's early April. And obviously, it's growing. I'm not gonna stop here. But from this energy, everything becomes effortless. Showing up doesn't become something to debate. It's just something that I do. So yeah, sometimes you have to turn around and do something completely new. Follow your heart, follow that bliss. And still, that can take years, and that can take decades. It can take forever. And that's where I come in. This is what I help people with. I help people connect to their way of showing up, their way of creating, their energy. If you feel like there's more in you, but it doesn't come out fully, you can book an Unblock and Liberate session with me. All the details you can find in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, P.S. What I'm wearing right now, I'm wearing the first piece that let me see if I can do this. Yeah, you can see it, that I ever created from scratch, guys. This is the skirt that I created in my fashion course. And also this top. I had a dress that I didn't wear for a long time because it was just too big, and I made a beautiful summer dress out of it, and there was such a big chunk of fabric left, and so I created this ruffled top, which goes really nice with this skirt. And this is the perfect moment to showcase, you guys. And even though it's special because I created it, right, with my own hands and with my own passion and vision, even though it was the process that I loved. And so many times people, they just go for the goals, but they forget to enjoy the middle part, the part that we actually get to live, the part that, takes all the time. I enjoy every day creating my life's work. Something I really needed to give myself permission to, which is this, showing up on the camera, talking, sharing my wisdom, sharing the joy that I have in life. For too long, I thought things had to be serious, and if I wasn't showing seriousness, then people would not take me serious. The environment that we're in changes everything. This is the environment that we're in. This, where creation comes first. I'm talking and I'm looking right there, and I see Lego, and I see books and arts crafts and beautiful thing that I made together with my son. Like these things, something he learned at school and he wanted to show me, and this was my creation based on his instructions. But guys, the environment you're in is so important. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode.